You've made it to the end of the week. All we got to do now is finish up the homework. You have 3 parts to your homework this week. 1, to respond to your fellow classmates' posts from last week. 2, to respond to the reading on tape. And 3, most importantly, to create your first Reaper-based sonic artwork. For the first part of your homework this week, I want you to read through your classmates' favorite sounds and prose-based descriptions of the listening sessions from last week or week 1. This was the response to questions number 3 and 4. After reading through these, I want you to select 2 classmates' posts to respond to. Your response might describe how you felt or your ability to hear the soundscape they were describing. Alternatively, you might also ask some questions of your classmates about their experience. This is an opportunity for you all to start getting to know each other. This is also my first attempt at starting to create a sense of community amongst you all through this class, and this is an important part of this week's work to me. Please take the time to really engage with your classmates. Additionally, I asked you to read Michael Barron's Brief History of Tape. Within the article are 5 linked artworks. I want you to listen intently to 2 of these linked works. Then respond referencing not only what you hear, but respond to Michael Barron's comments on the works. This response should be a few paragraphs in length. You might choose to talk about the technical qualities of the work, whether they are new ideas to you, surprised you in how they were created, whether they interested you in exploring similar techniques, or if you could provide a critique of the technical quality of the works. Alternatively, you might also or instead choose to discuss the resulting artistic qualities of the work, what is interesting about these works, why are they successful or not to you. When you've finished this, please open the reading and listening response number 2 assignment link on the Moodle and copy your response as a text into the submission section. Finally, and most importantly, is your very own first sonic artwork using Reaper. I want you to adhere to the specifications on this page. That is, create a new project or modify any project you started while following along with this week. Acquire at least 3 audio files from the resources discussed earlier in the week. Arrange these sounds together however you would like in Reaper. You are welcome to cut them up, repeat them, or splice them together however you see fit. The main goal is to have fun and explore the possibilities of playing with sound files in Reaper. As a reminder, you can see in mine how I have some of these files split up. I created I split files and spliced them together. I cut things out of longer files, and then I played with timing of when to build in files. Those are all, of course, options to you. You should also use the gain faders to set relative levels for each track. Again, as a reminder down here, I have these 5 tracks set with relative levels so that I can hear all of them in the way I want to in relationship to each other over the course of the time-based work. You are also welcome to explore techniques such as panning, splitting audio, and moving audio, as we've already discussed. Feel free to explore the stereo field if you want. Remember to save your work often. There are no excuses for your work getting deleted or not being saved. We've given you plenty of tools and tactics for how to avoid that. And finally, for this first project, please keep it short. Your projects should not be longer than 2 minutes, and really, I'd like you to keep them closer to about 30 seconds or 45 seconds at the most. These don't need to be long. This is just a chance for you to start exploring Reaper and everything it can do. And you can accomplish a lot in 30 seconds. So don't feel like these need to be long things. When you are finished, you should select the project's entirety and mix it down, as we've talked about. Finally, take a few moments and write a reflection on this experience this week. This only needs to be a paragraph or so, and you might talk about what worked for you, where you had problems, what was fun in this project, what was stressful, your experience playing with and arranging audio files together, or how this project excited you for the rest of this class. That is, what are you excited about learning and doing in this class now that you've had a peek of working with Reaper and audio? Additionally, please take a few moments to specifically discuss what you were attempting to do with your artwork so that myself and the TAs, when we grade this, can have a sense of what you were thinking about. When you're finished, of course, upload the resulting mixdown file. Again, that's this WAV file that you created here and is in your mixdowns folder in your project directory. And also copy the text response into a new discussion post in the week's submission forum. This is a long week, I know. I'll get to that in a second, the conclusions. For now, go do your homework.